There's up to 30 million gallons of domestic, or 30 billion gallons of domestic aviation fuel used. And right now it's a fairly nascent industry. So we're looking at building a 62 million gallon plant, and that 62 million gallon plant will use 36 million bushels of corn to create the end product. So as we ramp up, there's a significant demand curve for corn as we build more SAF plants.
All right. Is current government policy, is it really endorsing sustainable aviation fuel made from ethanol?
Yeah, so the Inflation Reduction Act had significant investments in policy that will move the needle when it comes to getting SAF into the jet wing. There's low carbon policies on the West Coast at the state level. In Illinois, this last session passed $1.50 per gallon incentive for the state to use those fuels. So definitely policymakers are looking at SAF as an emerging industry that they want to invest in and incentivize so that we can build the market.
Okay. So do farmers get any carbon credit for this? Because I'm assuming sustainable aviation fuel is going to get something back from the government.
Right. It's all about how low our carbon can go. And so what Gevo is doing on the production side is defossilizing and decarbonizing. So taking all those fossil inputs and removing them. But we're specifically working with the farmers that will market their grain to us to understand what their ag practices are and to assign a carbon intensity score to those ag practices and then pay a premium for the lower carbon intense corn.
So corn goes to a Gevo ethanol plant, farmer gets paid for it, and then there may be some payback even further still because of the corn being used for that fuel.
Right.
That seems too good.
Well, we're in a world where we need to reduce and using biogenic feedstocks to create fuels is a really important way to reduce our carbon footprint. We've seen that in terrestrial uses for many years, and now as we look at really difficult to electrify sectors, aviation is one of them. That's the key to get fuel created.